crib and make it to the hallway. Give her that get right on the lunch break. With that ass cloud, love to see you walk away. Her name was Tequila, but she like Chardonnay. She beat me like Willie and he give it Sunday. See you looking at me, won't you bring him my way? With that ass cloud, love to see you walk away. With that ass move, watch you walk all day. Take her to the curb and make it to the hallway. Give her that get right on the lunch break. With that ass cloud, love to see you walk away. Her name was Tequila, but
What's the deal? It's the boy duanepatrickmclean at duanepatrickmclean TV, and today we're gonna be talking about Rich Homie Quan and if Rich Homie Quan sold out. So we was talking about yesterday about the Tory Lanez situation that was going on, and we was talking about how it's going to be hard for Tory Lanez to come back if he stays gone too long like Rich Homie Quan. And a lot of people was hitting me up like, yo, did Rich Homie sell out? What happened to him? And my personal opinion is I don't think Rich Homie wanted to do the blood sacrifice. Now, we think back 2015, Rich Homie Quan was the biggest guy out. You know what I'm saying? He was probably, you know, top 5 artists. He had the Rich Game mixtape. He just had I Promise I Never Saw going into, which probably it had to be probably one of the top 10 mixtapes of all time. It's in my top 5 favorite mixtapes of all time. Not the one where his XRR, it's the one where it's like he's wearing like the blue jacket and it's like blue and red. That's like my top 5 favorite mixtapes of all time. But he was on #1 singles, everything. Then out of nowhere, it seemed like poof, Rich Homie vanished. You know what I'm saying? And he was even taking the exact steps. I remember the Rich Homie Quan dance that came out. I was really upset when that happened. I'm like, why he's doing this? But he was doing what every other rapper seems to do. They all seem to take these wild, outlandish, crazy antics and see nothing wrong with it. So Rich Homie had to do the Quan dance where he was dressing very, you know, how can I say, like, he was dancing very like gay, you know what I'm saying? And it was very questionable, a very questionable dance. So he had that going on for him, and he also dyed his hair red. Alright, so when he dyed his hair red, I think that he just thought, hey, I'm gonna just dye my hair red. He didn't know that what comes with it is the blood sacrifice. And I think that Rich Homie didn't want to do it. Now, let's look at his opposition, Young Thug. Those two guys had like their come up at the same time, and even had a album together, Rich Gang, that came out around the same time. And if you look at Young Thug went full blown on with it. Alright, now he also was calling people his lover, his boo, his babe, which was weird, and I don't think that's just lingo. I think they doing a lot of homo thugging, especially with the guy King, who Young Thug signed or was signed to them. And I think King was signed to Birdman, Kyng. I think he was signed to Birdman. But anyways, King was caught doing a lot of homo thugging as well, kissing, you know, laying in guys' laps or whatever. So Young Thug was calling people his bae, his lover. He was hugged up with guys. He was all in Birdman's face. And he also dropped the Jeffrey Out project where he was wearing a dress, wore a dress through the whole video. He went through the whole ritual, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing, dyed his hair blonde, had the satanic video with Lil Uzi Vert up. That's very satanic. Got a graphic out now with Chris Brown where they got the head split with the eye, the one eye going on. In the middle of it, and has a snake in it. I'm doing a series called Illuminati album covers, so that's going to probably be something I'll work on next, breaking that picture down. And also with the whole Young Thug thing is the fact that he went full blown on with it. Now, who was his blood sacrifice? I know a few people in this camp got shot, but I haven't really looked into the information of it. If you guys know, leave it in the comment section who y'all think Thug sacrifice was. But I said all that to point out the fact that Young Thug career exploded and Rich Homie Quan career declined dramatically. All right, and it's going to be hard for him to come out. And people don't know Rich Homie Quan been putting out projects, and they've been having some bangers on. They've been having a lot of dope songs on them. Like his last one he put out, I don't know the title of it, but it looks like a Lifeline or whatever. He had a song called Freddy Krueger, probably still in my playlist, probably still getting played over and over again. And but what happened is with Rich Homie Quan, he just has a solid fan base, but he's never going to see that spotlight like he's ever going to see. So that's why I'm telling you guys, we start seeing people who haven't sold out. If you want to know who haven't sold out, start paying attention to how their career is moving. If they are not getting you don't see them on certain playlists on Apple Music. All right, and we'll talk about the importance of the playlist in a minute. You don't see them in you don't see them on the playlist. You don't see them on the you don't see their songs getting pushed. You don't see them getting big features like that. You don't see them getting talked about on the blogs. You rarely hear about them. Those are the guys you know who have not sold out. I think Rich Homie Quan is 100% independent right now, which is great. He's still making decent money, but he's not going to be nowhere near making the money he was making. You know, and that is one reason why a lot of these people sell out. A lot of people are not comfortable with $400,000 a year. I'd be comfortable with $400,000 right now. $400,000 a year making money is comfortable, but you can't do all that flexing that he was doing. You're not going to be out here buying $400,000 a year. You're not going to be buying Rolls Royces and Bugattis and all the other fancy stuff. Cars are $200,000, but I think that he is only making that much now, probably $500,000 a year, maybe if that. And he's never going to see that millions ever again. And that's one way you can point out who is and who's not Illuminati. Are they getting the Drake features? Are they on the playlist? And somebody was telling somebody was telling me yesterday that, hey, you can take time off and still be relevant, like Cole and Kendrick. Here's the thing about Cole and Kendrick. Cole and Kendrick are also behind the machine as well. And when Cole drops, his songs are going to get pushed through every Apple playlist. It's going to get pushed through every Spotify playlist. It's going to get coverage on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Because you got to look, there's also something called bots. There's a group of individuals out there who make fake memes and fake topics, and they push it out. It's like, it could be 10 guys. So it's 10 guys blasting everybody's news feed about J. Cole, J. Cole, J. Cole. And then here's the key thing about being tied with them boys. So say, okay, for me example, I'm not tied with them boys, right? So when I drop a video, I'm shadow banned right now. I can tell I'm shadow banned because my subscribers is really low right now. You know, well, my subscriber addition rate is really low. Whenever I drop a video, even when stuff is trending, I don't get the views what your guy who would quote unquote say would be down with them boys. Like when Chadwick Boseman was trending, I didn't get the traction as if another YouTuber who would be down with him would get. They'll get 800,000 subscribers because they're not shadow banned right now. And I'm not saying that somebody else who blogged on it is down with them. Well, I'm just giving you guys an example. They don't fuck with me at all. Okay, I'm pretty much blackballed in the YouTube situation. So my videos are not going to get that push as if somebody else. They won't get put in people's algorithms. They won't get put in people's recommendations. They won't get put in. Nobody's else going to speak on. No famous person is going to share it. Now compare that to somebody who is down with them boys. They do a video on Chadwick Boseman. Well, now his video is going to get pushed to everybody, and everybody's going to get pushed on it, and it's going to get shared. It's going to get blogged on. People's going to be talking about it, and he's going to get 300,000 views easy, quick, fast due to the fact he's not shadow banned, due to the fact that people fuck with him. And it's the same thing with the record labels. If you have connection of people who's down with them boys, say J. Cole for instance, or Kendrick, when they drop a song or album, it's going to get pushed through all the blogs. When they drop music, it's going to give off the perception as if they're still relevant. You know, even if nobody does fuck with them, their bots is going to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And not saying J. Cole and Kendrick don't have a dedicated fan base, which they do. And I think Kendrick is highly overrated. And I think J. Cole, his last two projects wasn't hitting for me. You know, I don't think J. Cole had a classic since 2014 Forest Hill Drives. I feel like his singles are better than his albums. You know, there's two singles he dropped for Your Eyes Only were better than his albums, you know. But what I'm saying is Cole has a machine behind him. Whether I like it or not, Cole ain't doing this shit independent. If Cole was independent, he will still sell, but he wouldn't sell out the way he would because you don't have that traction, you don't have that marketing, you don't have that budget behind you, you don't have people out here pushing your name, you don't have the radio stations fucking with you. Why you think when artists get blackballed from Hollywood, it's hard for them to get on? Like you might see this artist or this actor in this movie, that movie, that movie, that movie, but they pissed the wrong person off. Now then that phone isn't ringing anymore. And that's the same thing with Rich Homie Quan. He didn't sell out. He didn't do the blood sacrifice. The nigga just thought, hey, I'm going to dye my hair red, and that's it. I'm just dye my hair red, and that's all it means. But he didn't know that it comes with sacrificing. He didn't want to attend to satanic rituals. This is all my theory, matter of fact. So what I'm saying is, I don't know 100%. This is just what I think happened. Okay, so he didn't want to do any of the rituals. He didn't want to kill his mom off or nothing like that. He didn't want to go full satanic. Unlike Young Thug, somebody who was close and tied with, who went full blown on with it. Full gay, you know what I'm saying? Young Thug went full satanic, went dropping satanic videos full time. So it's just those ideas of what I think that happened with Rich Homie Quan, and that I think that he didn't sell out. And I think that if he wanted to come back, he couldn't, unless he went to those avenues and those doors again. And to a lot of you young artists coming out there, that I want to give you some advice is that if you want to make it in this rap game, don't aim for $1 million a year. Aim for 100 grand. 100 grand a year off music, I would love that right now. You know what I'm saying? That's actually one of my goals. My goal right now is to get duanepatrickmclean TV to bring me in a livable wage to where I ain't gotta goddamn work. I hate working. I hate a job. I hate going to work. It's just, I hate it. So, if you are a young artist right now, don't aim for the millions. You're never going to be the baby famous. But if you can get you a solid fan base who will buy your music, buy your merch, and if you can start getting booked for shows, well, $2,000, $3,000 a show, and you can sell your music online, you know, that is great. So that's just my thoughts on Rich Homie Quan. I personally think that he's fucked up in the game. You know what I'm saying? And there probably won't be a chance he can come back. And it's unlike different artists. Like I said, Cole's gonna sell out automatically because he has the system behind him. You can magically generate hype. You know that, right? You magically can generate it. Why do y'all think some movies sell better than other movies? They got hype around them. You know what I'm saying? Like an Avengers movie, there's gonna be so much hype. Internet talks, blogs, all types of shit. You get a movie that was dope, it was a good movie, but nobody's gonna be talking about it because there's not gonna be no hype. You know, if everybody's talking about duanepatrickmclean right now, I call this the Freddy Krueger effect. I'm mentioning his name again, no pun intended, it's ironic. But I call it the Freddy Krueger effect. In the movie Freddy Krueger, if people was not talking about Freddy Krueger, he didn't have any power. But if he was talking about him, he was more powerful. That's why in Freddy vs. Jason, he was having Jason kill out people and had people think it was him, so he can get his powers back. It's the same thing. If everybody's not talking about duanepatrickmclean right now, the buzz for my videos would be crazy. Motherfucker, I'd probably get 1 million views just because people talking about it. I could be not talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just to answer the question. We're gonna probably do another video tomorrow on if Chief Keef sold out. That's what I'm gonna get hit a lot. These right here is not the Illuminati breakdowns. These are here are just discussions. You know, just little blogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing more Illuminati breakdowns are coming. You know, I'm working on the Little Baby Part 3 tonight. We're gonna try to have that finished for you guys by the end of the week, September or whatever, 2020. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout. And if there's anything else you want me to speak on, let me know in the comment section. I will get to it. But I think that's it. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Support the boy duanepatrickmclean. And I'm out, y'all.
Got the hardest off, got the hardest off. My niggas with the white, gotta get it off. All the crackhead thoughts sucking different hard. Heard walking up and down on the boulevard. Do some strain for a little piece of change. Imagine what you do for a piece of cocaine. Yeah, pulling up, then I'm pulling off. She ain't had no money, she took her panties off. Got the hardest off, I got the sauce, I got the salt. Try to knock me down, then I knock you off. Oh, the bank closed, got a bankroll. So I'm the ATM when the bank closed. And you know, started sucking dick with a motherfucking eye closed. Pockets on swole, PAT that fucking nigga rockin' all go. You know, all my money, motherfucking no. Got a Benjamin with a fucking big face. Got a small face. Got a